Hello, happy Tuesday. How is everyone? Welcome to Tuesday evening. This is stream 3 today for me.
Oh, so you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing great. At least I got a decent amount of sleep.
Yeah. Imagine doing like 3 streams on 2 hours of sleep or something. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Who would do that?
No one's ever done that.
Who would do that, Steven? Brandon's with me today, and this is his fault. Because
Whoa, okay.
we were at Costco, and he was like, look at these. This would be delicious. And I was like, these would be delicious to make stuffed mushroom caps.
Yeah. We
And I was
did
like-
impulse buy mushrooms.
And I was like, I should do that for stream. And he's like, yes, here, do that for stream. And so now we're here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started on this in a bit. They don't take all that long. You kind of just make a filling, prep the mushrooms, throw them in the oven. There's not a whole lot to it. So we're gonna get started on that in a few minutes. I just am trying to clear some things out of my way because I didn't plan ahead all the way.
Just hand things to me. Throw them at me.
DishNet34 gifted a sub to Nightbot. Thank you. We had a 5-month resub from Cabry29. Also 5 months from Elfie Goldfish. Oops Newt 12. 2 months from Adam Attack 45. 5 months from Ultra Husk. 300 bits from Cabry29, who says, I'm allergic to mushrooms, but I want to see what you're making tonight.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I am sorry to hear that too. Mushrooms are something that I didn't know I liked for most of my life.
You're welcome.
But I'm sorry you are allergic to them.
I don't know how to fix that.
I don't know how to fix that either. Steven Brandon's mic is making shuffly noises.
Wait, what?
Is it because it's not plugged in only? Yep. That's it.
Solved. We love easy problems.
We sure do love easy problems. There were not easy problems before we got started. 5-month resub from Storms002, 5 months from Dragon Girl 2571, 5 months from Midi Night, 300 bits from Adam Attack, who says, I missed breakfast stream this morning and I got to the part where Steven said you'll be streaming at 7. And at the time it was 10 minutes until then, so here I am.
Well, welcome.
Glad you caught us live. 3 months from All That Jazz, 5 months from the WoW LP, 3 months from Mono Starstorm, and also 5 months from Sakura Celica. Thank you for all the resubs.
Sweet.
I lost my spindrift. Over here.
Oh, your drink?
Yeah,
I'm so.
that's what I wanted.
These mushrooms. All right, what's up? What are we doing?
So we're gonna start by prepping the filling, which
Okay.
involves like cutting an onion, sauteing some things, putting it in a bowl, and then we'll prep the mushrooms. So it wants us to use frozen spinach, and we're not. So I thought we'd just kind of like hand rip it.
Okay, like shred it
Yeah, like hand shred it a little bit.
and then just put it in this bowl.
Well, I think we need to saute it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Cook according to package directions.
I'm gonna start tearing it up.
Yeah, I would just start tearing it up and then we'll saute it. And then do you want to do that or do you want to chop an onion?
I would rather tear it up.
Okay.
Are we sauteing it in
Yeah, in the
iron?
cast iron. And you're going to throw some olive oil in there.
Okay. Let me do
So
that.
Brandon's just going to saute all of the spinach. All of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to chop an onion.
Okay.
So we're prepping those, and this is a sweet Vidalia onion. And I'm not someone who likes raw onions, but this would be okay on a sandwich, in my opinion. The thing I don't like about chopping Vidalias is they're really, here, let me hold it back together. They're normally really like squat. Here, like this. Like they're really squat and like round. Like this part tends to stick out a lot longer, so it's harder to chop off the ends. That's my problem with Vidalias.
I have no problems with baby spinach.
Gimon says, I see roasted peppers or tomatoes. These are sun-dried tomatoes that are on the counter here. And I struggled to find them in the store. I about had to ask someone,
They have
and then
limited edition sun-dried tomatoes
then I found them.
at the grocery store. We're just prepping.
I'm supposed to dice these, right? Yeah.
I guess so something to know about spinach if you've never used spinach before is that it cooks down a lot.
Did you want to go over there?
I can see.
Okay.
So I'm doing all this spinach, and it looks like a lot of spinach, but it's not. It's a lie.
Yeah, it's something I tend to double or just like not care that I throw extra in a recipe because it just cooks down so much.
All that water goes away.
Mm-hmm.
That's another hidden fact about vegetables. We're saying so many hidden fact things today. But vegetables are mostly water.
Chess says you have an excess of tomatoes and an excess of sun though. But I did not have an excess of time to prepare sun-dried tomatoes. Also, I don't know how to do it.
So we traded time for money.
We did.
But because vegetables are so water focused as a concept, there's little calorie density into them.
Yeah.
So you can really get full on vegetables and not have a high calorie meal. And for some people, that's exactly what they're looking for.
This is also a lovely vegetarian recipe. And you could sub out the cheese for vegan cheese, and I'm sure it would be a lovely vegan recipe as well. And I was looking at different stuffed mushroom recipes, and I was trying to find one as close to the one that Steven's mom makes as I could, which is one of the reasons I'm subbing out feta for the original recipe's goat cheese. But there were a lot of different ones. Chopping my other half of my onion.
One thing that you had offered to me when we were talking about this recipe is doing something that was Spanish focused because we have all these peppers.
Yeah, we have a lot of jalapeno peppers in the garden. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with them all.
But it's not going to be make stuffed mushrooms.
They're not going in this.
But that's okay. I've never had a spicy stuffed mushroom, but I like that as a concept.
We could always do it again. This one did not go as cleanly. I kind of sliced a little too far. So it's like falling apart as I'm trying to dice it. That was a mistake. Radio Dread says spicy mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's spicy, I'll eat it.
One of the things we did yesterday when we had everyone over is I sliced up 2 jalapeno peppers from the garden. One that had turned red and one that was not red yet, but it had gotten the corking, which means it's ripe. And I was surprised to find that the red pepper was not spicy at all.
Yeah, the green one was much spicier. I would agree that the red one was way sweeter.
Yes. Have we had Sharp Day 2 yet? No. I think Haley and I might do Sharp Day 2 in November.
What's Sharp Day 2?
She wants to get another ear piercing and I want to get a third.
I thought that a key component of Sharp Day was sharpening your knives.
That's not, I think that's more of a yearly thing.
Okay.
And that was March, so we're
Well,
not quite
I'm
to
just
a year
saying,
yet.
my knives need to be sharpened.
Yours too.
I have
Well-
some dull knives.
On specific days, you can go to the State Farmers Market in Raleigh and have your knives sharpened in a half hour.
Oh, they take walk-ins? I guess
They do.
they do.
You just have to know what days to go because it's not every day.
Yeah.
So I would have to go find that information again because that information was not readily available to me.
You're telling me that you don't have knowledge of when you can get your knives sharpened at all times.
No.
Okay.
I do know where it is though.
That's good. I don't.
How many ear piercings will you get, Brandon? Vagabond
How many
wants
piercings?
to know.
We'll leave that up to fate. I think it depends on the day of the week. Whether
That's
they'll
fair.
needle me.
All right, onion, garlic, spinach. How's that going?
It's going. I'm doing my best to mimic frozen spinach, so.
That seems good.
I think
We can
have
start
enough.
cooking this down.
Yeah.
But no, you should finish it off.
Well, we are.
Okay.
It's all gone. Okay.
I'll leave that there for you.
Thanks. I will do the saute.
In the meantime, I think I'll just measure some things out. We had a 5-month resub from Never Challenged the Chat. Thank you. This can't go here.
I'm really thankful right now that you don't have a piercing bit amount where someone donates 500 bits and I get another piercing.
That would be a wild bit amount.
Just speaking of Never Challenge the Chat.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna measure some things out while we work on sauteing all this.
What are you measuring?
I'm starting by measuring feta.
Okay.
And where's my 4th cup? That's half. This is 4th.
Did I get all the right cups?
I think so.
There's an exciting development in this kitchen, and it's that all of the measuring equipment is in the same place. Because there was a 3-month period of time where, depending on what you were measuring, either a cup or a teaspoon or a tablespoon, you had to go to one side of the kitchen or the other. And I could never remember which it was. But our Lord and
confusing on
Savior,
purpose.
Haley, fixed that for you.
She did fix that. Everyone was upset by it. So I stupidly broke the container that this came in, like the lid.
Oh, okay.
So I just have these stretchy lids that I got from IKEA. And that works okay.
See, I just assumed that it was like a plastic resealable, and you decided that stretchy IKEA lid was better.
Oh no, it was like a plastic thing that had like a flip top lid. And I pushed down too hard on it and I broke it.
It's all right. Sometimes you have to improvise a solution.
All right, what else do we need in here? So I have a half cup of feta cheese.
Okay.
And let's throw in the breadcrumbs. How much breadcrumbs? A 4th cup.
I think the recipe originally called for unseasoned.
It did. These are seasoned. And it's just Italian seasoning in here, and this is kind of like Italian-inspired dish because it has a bunch of those sorts of ingredients in it. So I didn't see the harm in adding a little extra seasoning.
We love flavor.
What else do we get in here? Sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just gonna slide these onions over here.
Is your plan to just add the onions to this, or should we get a different pan?
I thought when you were done with that, we would just toss that in here, and then we would throw the onions in there.
That works.
All right, sun-dried tomatoes. Let's see, we're supposed to do a 4th cup of these chopped, and these are julienne, so they're like long. I'm
I
just
thought
gonna
that was
kind of.
someone's name. Like that was the brand. Yeah, julienne. I thought that was someone's name. Like julienne cut them.
No, that just means like long pencil matchsticks.
Well, we learn something new every day.
We have a 4-month resub from None Shoes. Thank you. So I'm just kind of like loosely packing these in my 4th cup measuring cup, so I have an idea of how many I need. And then I'm going to like chop them finer. Noah says, "Oh, good, the store finished drying the tomatoes." When
Yeah,
I
with
was
their
looking,
pencils, their
when I was
tomato
looking for
pencils.
these in the store, I was talking to Noah about this, and I was like, "Where are they?" And he said, "They're out back drying." And I'm like,
Julienne's working hard. No one ever appreciates what Julienne does for this household.
"Oh yeah, these don't chop so well." That's kind of a pain. I forgot that.
Do they need to be chopped?
It says, what do they say? Chopped.
But does it need to be chopped?
I think so.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of roughly chopping these because they're tough, because the tomato skins get tougher in sun drying. But we have some time because we're still working on the spinach, which is fine, because this will take a long time.
Well, the spinach is about done.
Perfect.
I mean, it could reduce a little further, I guess, but
Well, it will also cook in the oven on top
Yeah.
of the mushrooms, so I'm not super worried about it.
whew. Gas stoves are so hot. on the outside edges. Let me get a, am I putting that in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The gloves are best with the cast iron because you have a way better grip than just the regular hot pads.
We'll see how this goes. I don't think I'm going to bring it over there. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna bring
yeah, take
this
the
over
bowl,
there.
that's fine. Renee says, oh my God, Brandon, I love your apron.
Well, I wish it were mine, but I'm loaning this from Mal.
It can be yours when you're here.
Okay. Alrighty. Spinach added. Pretty much as added as it can be.
So much.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like I said, spinach is a lie.
That whole bag.
The recipe says it could make 4 to 6 portobello mushroom caps. We have 4. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It just means that each of the mushrooms will be more stuffed, which is good.
You want to throw some oil back in the pan and do the onions?
Oh, do the onions? Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
And it wants the onions
To be brown,
beginning to brown.
beginning to brown.
And then once they are, you can throw in the garlic and that can cook for 30 seconds.
Okay. Beginning to brown.
Sop up some of the oil from the tomatoes. Close those up. All right, so we have feta cheese, half cup, 1/4 cup unseasoned, well, seasoned breadcrumbs, 1/4 cup sun-dried tomatoes, package of spinach sauteed. Next, I'm going to put in artichoke hearts.
Sorry, do I need to take this?
Yeah, I need it back when you're done.
Okay, I'll give it back.
So we have Costco-sized artichoke hearts. We also have a 5-month resub from Las Vagabond. Thank you.
Again, you really need to get that brand deal with Costco nailed down.
I do.
No one knows about Costco. It's a real small, obscure brand, and I think you could really do a lot to raise awareness. I'll write the letter.
Okay.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'll write the letter.
So I tried to open the jar with my hands slightly oily from the tomatoes, and
Oh.
that did not work.
That's, how about that?
So you either need to have this around or someone who can open jars for you. I'm making trouble. Shoot. Steven.
Steven's so quick to laugh, but so slow to help.
Careful, this is the type of jar we dropped before. Remember when we spilled all the artichoke hearts all over the kitchen?
What? Hang on. You don't need a knife.
Give me a knife.
Why?
Have you never done this?
Well, when you said give me a knife, I imagine you using the blade edge of the knife to attempt to open the jar, which is why I was slamming the brakes.
This is real.
Valak
by the
says
way.
this is my trick. Yep.
This is real. This does work.
Wonderful, thank you. Let me take the thing full of stuff first.
Yeah, I mean, if people don't know about that trick, I hope that they learned something, because that does work. It's a good trick.
Let's see, we also need a 1/4 cup of artichoke hearts. So I'm gonna grab a fork to fish these out. And these are marinated, so they have a seasoning on them as well. We have a 4-month resub from Luna's book, thank you. 2, okay, I think we need more than 2. We'll do like 3.
More is better. This
Wait,
isn't.
is
We're
this
not
for-
baking.
Is this for 4 mushrooms?
Yeah. We can throw more artichoke hearts in it, and I have way more feta.
Dude, I mean,
Do
I
whatever
think you
feels
can add
right.
more. Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
If you're not making a cake, you can really, make it your own.
Yeah, cooking is really do what you want. Just follow food safety.
Cook your eggs, cook your meat.
Yeah, get yourself a really good thermometer and just make
Oh my
sure you
gosh.
temp everything.
I can't wait to show everyone the thermometer that you have.
I don't think we need it today.
Well, we're gonna get it.
We're gonna. Brandon's decided we're using
That's
it.
my favorite part of your kitchen right now.
Is the thermometer?
Yeah, I mean, second is a whistly.
Yes, of course.
And it's a close competition, but it's primarily the thermometer for me.
I just got that thermometer like 2 days ago. My old one broke. And I was like, hey, Steven, remember the one we got your mom for Christmas? It's great. So he ordered it.
I guess after you chop that up, you know, the volume of it will go down. So adding a little more than 1/4 of a cup before you've chopped it up makes sense.
And the sun-dried tomatoes are very strong, so that's not as important to add more of because they have such a strong flavor. And this, I mean, this has a flavor, but it's not as strong as the tomatoes. What else do I need in here? Some salt and pepper? I'm gonna wash my hands first. Penguin Frog says, chaotic good cooking, lawful good baking. Yes.
Yeah.
When you bake, you need to measure and weigh, and with cooking, you just need to make sure you don't do anything unsafe. I was talking to Carly earlier today, and she was like, I need your focaccia bread recipe.
It's an emergency.
So I sent it to her.
Which is bad because if you need focaccia bread urgently, it's going to be like a day.
Yeah, my recipe does have an overnight cold rise in the fridge. So I sent it to her, and she's like, I'm in the middle of doing a sourdough starter. She's like, I'm on day 2. And she's like, I hope it turns out. And I was like, Carly, I trust you in the kitchen. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. How are those onions doing?
I feel like
You
they're
could probably
taking a
turn it
while.
up.
It's at 6.
I would turn it up.
All right, we're going high.
Just make sure you keep an eye on them. I know it'll be fine.
I'm looking at them. It's just me and the onions. There's no one else in the world right now.
Here's garlic.
Me, onion, and garlic.
You'll need that.
I'll need it. How much am I putting in? Whatever.
It says 3, but you know.
3 what?
Cloves.
Oh, this is garlic paste.
It's like a teaspoon per clove or something.
Okay, I'll put in whatever I want.
So I just stirred this up. I don't know if this is enough for 4.
For 4?
Well-
Maybe they want your mushrooms to be smaller.
Yeah, these are Costco mushrooms.
Costco's a lot like Texas, I hear. Okay, well you can add more artichoke.
Yeah.
We're out of spinach.
Yeah, we are out of spinach. I can do more artichoke and more cheese.
Okay.
I think
sounds
that's a good
fine.
idea.
Any more?
And you can do more sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah, I was gonna
I can
say,
do that too,
should
yeah.
we do any more of
Spinach is the
those?
least important part anyway.
Wow. Spinach fans.
I know what I said. The most important part of this is the mushroom itself, the
We are-
artichoke, and the balsamic.
Alex Butterfly says you're going to add the onions too. True.
Yeah, that is true. There is a lot of onion. This is beginning to brown. Oh my god.
Great. Once it's beginning to brown, it says throw the garlic in for 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I need more of it to begin to brown, but I'm
Okay.
getting excited. It's just been me and the onions for too long.
If there's any leftover mix, I'll just eat it in a bowl.
Yeah, you can just eat it.
It'll be good.
There we go.
So artichoke hearts are great because you can keep them around for a while. And you can keep them and put them on pizza.
Sorry, the garlic just exploded out of the bottle. I was very excited to escape.
That just means you can add more in.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Renee says, will Steven do his happy eating dance tonight? Stay tuned to find out. What do artichoke hearts taste like? I don't know
They
how to
taste like
describe that.
artichoke hearts.
They're good, like,
I'll try one. I need to know what I'm doing with this stuff anyway.
it's oily.
Yeah.
And these ones are marinated, so they have like a lot of Italian flavors in
Yeah,
them.
I'm tasting a lot more of that. The texture is soft and squishy. I don't know what to compare it
Artichoke
to.
hearts are one of my favorite pizza toppings.
Yeah, Steven really likes them on pizza.
They're very good.
We had a 4-month resub from runT.exe. Thank you.
What am I doing with these onions?
You're sauteing them till they're turning brown, and then you add in the garlic, and then
Okay.
once that's done, it goes in the bowl.
It goes into the bowl. Okay, this needs to brown a bit more. I feel like I need more oil or something.
Yeah,
Like,
it
this
looks
is
dry.
taking forever.
Because the artichoke hearts and the tomatoes are oily, I have to keep washing my hands to break the oil so I can open jars.
So pre-open your jars.
Or just wash your hands a few times.
It is good to wash your hands. Did they teach you that in school?
No, I learned that at Culver's when I had to go through ServSafe.
And they don't teach you anything in school.
I mean, washing your hands was like, yeah, wash your hands, but like, the exact what you should be doing was part
I guess
of
they want your
ServSafe training.
parents to do that.
Yeah.
It's one of those sensitive topics, washing your hands.
All right, so I chopped up another few sun-dried tomatoes, another few artichoke hearts, and I've gotten oil over everything.
Great, that's exactly how we like the kitchen.
That looks good.
I think they're about done.
Do you want the bowl over there?
Yes, please.
So I added more feta.
Yeah?
This container isn't the best with this
Oh
lid.
no, I can see why the lid broke.
Yeah. We also had some more breadcrumbs.
Into here? Yeah, go ahead.
Because we're trying to make there be more of it.
This is much hotter now than it was.
You good?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna give it a sec.
In the meantime, I'm going to start getting the mushrooms together.
It's the downside to cast iron is that
It
the
get
whole
hot?
pan gets hot.
Well, also with the gas top.
Yeah, everything's just hotter. Okay. So what's going on here?
So this is going to be what we bake the mushrooms on.
Okay.
So I'm just doing a light oil on it, just so it doesn't stick, even though it's a non-stick.
Should I mix this up a bit?
Yeah, you can mix that.
Okay. Cast iron is great.
Cast iron is awesome.
There's a specific cast iron pan that you want, right?
Yeah, I want to get another one, a bigger version of what I have, but a different brand.
Okay. Any specific quality? Or does it just
Yeah,
need to be
so
like- You're
modern.
not going to get it seasoned.
The cast iron?
Yeah.
No, they come pre-seasoned.
Would you get it pre-seasoned?
Yeah,
Really?
they all come
Interesting.
pre-seasoned. So modern cast iron, like when you buy from a basic store, you want to set that down?
Sure.
Is not milled, like it's not sanded smooth. And like Lodge doesn't do that anymore. But if you find vintage pans, like Haley has a beautiful vintage cast iron. It's great. And mine is not. But mine has gotten a good seasoning on it at this point that it's not super necessary and I like it, but I would like a bigger pan anyway, so I'm going to get a, like there's indie cast iron companies that I'm going to get cast iron from. There.
Looks really good. I could just eat that.
Yeah, me too. Haley says, Griswold baby. My dad found it in a ditch. Yeah, that's
Really?
where Haley's came from.
Oh my gosh.
We have a 3-month resub from Miss Jackie Lynn. Thank you. So mushrooms absorb water when you wash them. So at some point, I don't remember which Food Network chef I watched, was like, you just kind of have to wipe them down. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do.
With a damp
With a damp paper towel.
Yeah.
And because these are portabellas, a lot of the brown is just from the cap.
Haley
We're gonna
says
take out
that iron science has changed and you can use some soap.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do to iron?
I think it's just the knowledge of what you can do
the
with
knowledge
that.
of iron. We've never known more about iron than today.
And I care for my cast iron the same way America's Test Kitchen says to do it. Mm-hmm. That's what I've just been doing. This is a really big cap. And I'm just taking off some of this stuff because it's kind of in my way.
Okay.
And I think that's all we have to do, right? It's like just put them gill side up. Or does it want me to scrape out the gills?
I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. Yeah, gill side up.
Some
and
recipes
then
want you
divide
to.
filling among mushrooms and sprinkle
Okay.
sprinkle Parmesan. So yeah, no, they can keep their gills.
Okay.
Some people have like a gill aversion.
Well, the gills tend to melt down and make, like when it releases all the liquid, they tend to just make it messy.
The gills are these like little things right here.
The pretty part of the mushroom.
The pretty part. Okay.
I think it's cool. Mushrooms are fascinating. I joined a mushroom foraging group and I've been learning about mushrooms in North Carolina.
Oh.
But I want to go with someone to forage who knows what they're doing.
That's not me. Renee says that she does not eat things with gills.
No fish, Renee?
Yeah, I know. I submit to you salmon, God's greatest creation.
Salmon is very good. All right. We don't have to drizzle these with olive oil or anything. They're just good?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
says divide filling.
Cool.
And then put Parmesan cheese over it and bake it.
Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Should I pull the stems out so there's more room?
Yeah. I guess I can do that too.
This one's gonna be super messy, but that's okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be really messy when I've eaten it.
It won't matter then.
Exactly.
They are very pretty though. This is a very fun dish. Trill Girl says, that sounds like a great Raleigh Collective field trip, mushroom foraging. I found a lion's mane last October when
Yeah.
Hal was here. We were out for a walk and I found a lion's mane. And at the time I didn't know, but
We took a picture of it. Actually, we use technology because now you can take a picture of something with your phone and then search for it on the internet, and then your phone's like, oh, that's this.
I wanted to make sure there weren't any copycats.
Well, yeah, it wasn't,
Or
a
lookalikes.
thing where we were then going to just, take it off the ground and eat it. That's not what I meant to say by that.
Circle Now Squared said, I think it was on the vlog. Yes, I'm pretty sure we vlogged it.
It was very cool.
And then I had to go out and find one at Wegmans and buy it and eat it.
Oh,
Haley says, I have a guide. Ooh.
a mushroom guide.
I'd go mushroom foraging back home with my dad when I was a kid, but yeah, have a guide. She's saying to have one.
Oh, not to like have a book.
Not that she has one. But her dad worked for the Department of Natural Resources, so
So they had mushroom knowledge.
yeah.
They had mushroom knowledge. They knew what to happen or what to do whenever you hit a deer.
That's part of our driver's ed learning in Wisconsin.
Yep, weirdest thing. We didn't learn any of that.
I'm preheating the oven to 400.
I do feel like there's some basic knowledge you need to have about deer encounters on the road. Oh,
Whistly's here.
our old friend.
The other thing I'm gonna do is the recipe I found has you make balsamic reduction. And it wants you to throw a sprig of thyme in there, and I didn't pick up thyme, so we're just gonna sprinkle a little thyme on the mushroom caps.
Okay, this one,
Yeah, that one's gonna be messy, it's
that
fine.
one's gonna be real messy. Here, you can start. Well, I guess you can't because there's more. There's so much filling. We thought we
Well,
weren't gonna
whenever
have
you
enough
feel like
filling.
you have filled them enough, we'll just eat the rest. Because
Okay.
we got to try it, you know.
Yeah,
Make sure it's
mean,
good.
It's pretty filled. I'll clean up the edges of the pan when I'm done.
Loving Sakura Cat says, "Who's whistly? I don't come to too many cooking streams. It's my oven.
Yeah.
Let me go stand next to it."
Yeah. We need some
Do you
whistly
hear it?
ASMR. Oh man.
It's great.
The camera makes this look very good. I just watched the monitor. Oh my gosh. I should be watching MalMakes at a time like this. All right, this is about as stuffed as it can be.
Okay.
What am I doing?
You want to try the filling?
Oh, sure.
That's very good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Steven, did you want to try it?
I mean, I can wait.
Can you though?
We love how patient you are.
I have so much patience.
So I'm just going to top these with some of this cheese. What is this? This is Asiago, Fontina, Parm, and Provolone.
A little 4 cheese.
Little 4 cheese blend. Read the Nintendo Painter gifted a sub to Whistly. Thank you.
Here forever. Against our wishes. Yeah, this is a tough stream to watch if you
Have not
haven't
eaten yet today. That looks good. Oh,
yeah, with
whoops.
the cheese. Oh, what happened?
Oh no, it's stuck back. Okay.
Oh.
I thought I messed up this lid
we
too.
have Ziploc bags. It's
We
fine.
do. All right, so once the oven's preheated, this is going to go in for 10 to 15 minutes, but in the meantime, we're gonna make a balsamic reduction.
Okay, what do we need to do that?
Now we're gonna take the skillet,
Okay.
I mean the pan, and we're gonna measure out some balsamic. Haley says, I have food downstairs, but I'm too tired. Alex keeps offering to bring me food, but tired. Haley, let the boy bring you food.
Let the boy bring you some food!
Did you hear something?
No. How's the spicy Blenheim?
It's very good.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one who's going to drink the
I
rest
think
of
I've
that.
had all of them except for that little bit that Josh had.
Come on.
Is this just taking a while? What are you pouring into the measuring cup here?
Balsamic,
Okay.
to do a balsamic reduction. It was either a cryptid or a fox.
How much are you pouring right now?
This is a half cup.
A half cup? Mm-hmm. Does it have like a limiter on it? Or is
It
just-
does. I could have taken that out.
I feel limited right now, so yeah. So we're gonna use balsamic and brown sugar.
Yep,
How much brown sugar?
2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Haley says I should have left my balsamic reduction over. Yeah, it's okay. It's not difficult, and now I get to show off how to do it.
Exactly.
You basically just cook it until it's thick.
Can I just put this brown sugar in the bowl?
You can.
Not the bowl. What do we call that? We call it a
Pot. I need more of that filling, but I threw my fork in the sink.
Are you hungry?
I am.
Well, fortunately for you, we might be cooking something you can eat. I really like the cat apron.
It's a good apron. I like
I'm-
the texture.
I might take it home.
I have 4 aprons. You can take it.
It might be my apron.
Okay. So we have brown sugar and balsamic. And we're just gonna come over here and not touch the cast iron.
Don't do that.
And we're just gonna reduce this down. So the way I do that is I take something I can stir with, and I kind of get a good idea of how deep it is on the thing I start with. So it's this deep, where my thumbnail is, and I'm trying to reduce it by like half.
So it's about 1/2 centimeter right now,
Yes.
and you're gonna try to make it like 2 millimeters. That's for all you metric people out there.
And all this black stuff, that's the brown sugar.
Trying to clean up a little as we go.
Well, thank you.
The thing that you do when you cook to not cry afterward.
Or you just have your friends clean for you.
What if you don't have any friends?
So you just kind of sit here for a while. This is it.
We're just reducing.
You can do it without the sugar, actually. The sugar just makes it go faster.
Oh, really?
Well,
I would
it makes
imagine
it
also
thicker
makes
because it
it
kind of,
sweeter.
yeah, it does. It also kind of caramelizes it and makes it thicker.
Welcome to stirring hell, says Noah.
Yep.
If you want to tag team.
I'm tired. Your turn.
All stir all the time.
All stir all the time. Yep. Gotta keep it moving. Have your friends cry for you. We have a 5-month resub from Starry Phoenix 17. Thank you. So what's the oven at? Is that at 400 yet?
It's at 355.
Oh, that'll be there
It
soon.
would not be a crime for us to put the mushrooms in the oven right now.
No, but this isn't done, so there's no point.
Okay.
It's fine. This is an all stir stream.
This
Stirred
is,
the onions and the spinach. and
yeah,
now the
all I did
balsamic.
was stir. I'm on a stirring break.
Oh, so you won't switch.
Nope. That thing I said about doing it instead of you, that was a lie. I lied just now.
No one's ever lied.
No one's ever lied.
This is the first time someone's lied.
Time for more veggie facts. Mushrooms are a fungus.
Are they a culinary vegetable?
They are culinarily a vegetable.
What does it mean to be a culinary vegetable? Does it just mean
That
that
just
it
means
feels like
in
a
cooking
vegetable?
they are treated like a vegetable.
What is treated like a vegetable?
Like every other vegetable. It's like the way they are.
Like, are there cooking techniques that are specific to vegetables that you can apply to mushrooms, even though mushrooms aren't vegetables?
Sorry, this is bubbling too much. I need to turn it down.
I'm breaking her reduction concentration.
You are.
Should I put that in?
Yes, we can throw the mushrooms in.
Okay. All right.
Mushrooms are unkillable gods, Haley said. Mushrooms are fascinating. There's a lot of neat mushroom science that I've read that I can't remember or probably accurately
Next
speak
time,
of.
You
We
can
do-
ruin a vegetable. You can't ruin a mushroom.
so are they culinarily vegetables? I almost put this in the microwave.
And in 10 minutes we'd be like, huh.
Nothing's happened. Wild. No, you know it's the oven when it whistles louder. Okay, so I need to set
What's
a
that?
timer for 10 minutes.
15.
Okay.
Cheese begins to brown 15.
Cheese begins to brown.
So we're just waiting on this and then waiting on the mushrooms. Colin the Game Boy says, you can ruin anything if you try hard enough.
Fruit of Doom says, I am culinarily a vegetable. Yeah,
I've s-
Whistly's trying its best.
Yeah. Whistly's really trying.
If we had 2 batches of mushrooms, the first batch would take 20 minutes and the second batch would take 10
Yes.
at 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Because Whistly is great.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh-huh, it's fine.
Can we talk about what's on the fridge? Says Valix Butterfly. I was gonna send y'all some fridge magnets, but it looks like you have a lot. Yeah, there's enough. I think we got it covered. Don't look at any one phrase for too long.
We have a 3-month resub from Sage of Stars at tier 2, thank you. And 300 bits from Reed, who says, speaking of putting things in the microwave, I once put a pizza into the microwave for 10 minutes, turned into charcoal mushroom, as my friend put it. Not my best moment. That's okay, we all learn things, sometimes the hard way.
Maybe you meant 10 seconds and then promptly forgot 5 seconds in.
That is very possible.
So
I mean, you would reheat pizza in the oven for like 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the microwave would be like a minute.
I am confused by this interface occasionally because this is both the interface for the oven and the microwave,
is.
and it depends on which start button you click.
But if you start on the left, the top row is
Over there?
microwave, so you can hit like microwave and then hit the time and then hit start.
See, I've never used any of the microwave buttons because no one should ever use the popcorn button on a microwave.
Agreed. That set a lot of fire alarms off in the dorm room in college.
Microwave popcorn?
It was almost always popcorn in the microwave. So this is just like lightly bubbling over here, and I'm just continuing to stir it with this rubber spatula so it doesn't burn on the bottom,
Okay.
because sugar will burn.
What is your opinion on beeping appliances?
The more charming the beep, the better.
Okay.
So like the rice cooker plays a lovely little tune, and that's perfect. That can do that all at once. Our old washing machine at the last house was one of the Samsung ones that played the German song that I had to learn the lyrics to so I could sing along with it.
So it sounds like that was a winner.
That was a winner. But other beeping, like the fridge has a continuous beep. I hate that.
Why does it beep?
If you leave the door open.
Oh.
I mean,
That's probably good.
I want it to be.
You probably don't want it to like sing the ABCs when your food is dying.
That fridge door, like, it has to be 90% closed, or it will not auto close. Like,
Oh, I see what you mean.
like
Can we do a close test?
like if you do like 50% of the way, and then you're like, oh, I'll just like let it close.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
it opens up instead.
it's not level or the door isn't weighted properly.
So there's been times where it gets left open.
You can kind of send it.
Let's sing us
Yeah.
the German song.
Like,
It's been too many months.
fixed it.
Thank you, Brandon.
I'll be here all week, I think. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, you'll be here this week. So let's see. How reduced do you think that is?
Well, can you pull the spatula out? It looks the same.
See, it tends to happen all at once, and then you're like, oh shoot.
Can it be over-reduced?
It probably starts to burn once it gets to be too saturated, because it's a super saturated solution and gets like a glaze. It's kind of like making caramel. Like if you make caramel from scratch. But one of the things I am noticing is as I'm moving it around, like I can see the bottom of the pan sometimes when all the liquid is off to one side, which means it is getting somewhat reduced.
Okay, it's working.
So it's getting thicker and more viscous. So I'm just standing here doing this.
You're doing great. So my opinion on appliance beeping, just to
Yes.
veer us back into that direction, is that it shouldn't beep,
Ever?
ever. Like when my microwave's done, I'll get to it.
Okay, I do agree with that on a microwave. I want one beep, and then I'm
Like-
like, okay, cool.
Right, by default, my microwave beeps, my coffee maker beeps, my fridge beeps, my oven beeps. No beeps. It's all, oh, the washing and dryer machines too, they're supposed to beep. I turned those off the first time that I walked into the house. I turned the microwave off. I turned the coffee maker off. I can't turn the oven off.
Did Dan and Josh have any say on this?
Well, they're welcome to turn it back on whenever they want. But we've been living in the house for about 10 months now and they haven't done it. So I don't think it's being turned on.
Haley says, I refuse to allow our microwave to beep.
The reminder beep on a microwave, the Slick Duke points out, is the worst. That's because I know, so if the microwave is gonna beep in the first place, but I'm off doing something, it's gonna beep again, and that's just gonna irritate me because I don't have time to go to the microwave. Otherwise I would have done so in the first place. It's fine.
See, I don't mind the washer dryer because I'm not normally near it, and I want to know when it's done so I can flip it over.
Yeah, but I just set a timer on my watch, and then my wrist vibrates when it's time to check on it.
See, mine does too, but mine has an app.
Yeah, I'm not.
And mine's like,
Yeah.
washer done.
I don't have Internet of Things dryer or Internet of Things washer. I don't need to be in the Taco Bell drive-thru and get a notification that
your
my
washer's done?
washer's done.
It's great though. Then you know your washer's done.
But you're at Taco Bell.
When I was in Wisconsin, Steven did laundry. And I got a notification on my phone that was like, washer's done. And I'm like, cool. And then an hour later it was, dryer's done.
You really don't need a microwave, Haley. Haley says that they were a no microwave household for a while.
See, I
Especially
could
if
get
you
by
have-
without a microwave.
If you have a small convection oven, like that will supplement anything a microwave will do. If you have an air fryer, you could also just use the oven. How do you feel about it?
I think it's almost there.
Okay. Microwave beep trauma. We can unpack it later, Haley.
This is all I'm doing. I'm just keeping it moving. But you can see that sometimes, like, you can see the bottom of the pan, so it's getting thicker.
I can't read chat. There's a Steven in the way. Popcorn or pizza? What
For the
about-
microwave. Pizza superior heated up on the stovetop IMO on a skillet.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's not
Or
good
you
if
can
you
also
are.
use the oven.
Yeah, if I have to heat up more than like a slice or two, I'll use the oven.
yeah, you can reheat pizza in the microwave if there's a sense of desperation. But if you can,
If
which
there's a
sometimes there
if there's a
is.
sense of desperation with leftover pizza, what you're doing is eating it cold.
I mean,
Oh no, oh, never.
you can either wait 0 minutes to eat it cold, you can wait 1 minute to eat it hot but microwaved, or you can wait like 7 or 8 minutes to eat it correct.
Eat it correct.
Because like pizza will reheat and be good,
I agree,
Sure.
Noah. Noah says I'm a skillet reheat stan.
but if you reheat pizza in the microwave, like that crust is rubber. So
Haley says, I play my balsamic reduction real fast and loose. I don't even stir that much. I boil until it gets terrifyingly foamy, and I have to grab the pan and take it off the heat immediately or else.
Or else. It is thicker, maybe.
It is thicker.
Do you need a paper towel so that you can do the dipstick
No,
test
it's
properly?
fine because what's happening is it's starting to actually stick to the rubber scraper instead of just falling straight off
Oh,
of it.
okay. So we like that.
We do like that.
Air fryer reheated pizza's pretty good.
Yeah, if you have an air fryer. Jess is 50% cold, 50% microwave, 0% anything longer, and I have a life to live.
Chaz is the person among us who chooses to not make food, but still, you know, he eats food sauce, basically. Which, you know, I respect.
Okay, I'm gonna do this just to see. Oh yeah,
It seems thicker.
it is.
I mean, here's the thing. It'll taste fine.
yeah,
It's going.
It's just
a
balsamic.
drizzle. How much time do we have left on these mushrooms anyway?
you set a timer, right?
I did.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
because I did not.
It's been about 10 minutes. The cheese is melted, but it is not brown. So we're gonna chill.
Okay. The other thing we could do is we could shove a thermometer in it to see if it's like hot in the center, and then turn it on broil. Brandon really likes this thermometer.
It's 76 degrees.
Wait, did you know that if you do this, the display flips, so it's always right side
Oh my
up?
God. Are you serious? It has a gyroscope. Wow.
It doesn't even have an on and off. You just like close it and it turns itself off.
Unfortunately, it is AAA battery, but I can forgive that.
Yeah.
Wow. This goes from negative 58 degrees to 572 degrees Fahrenheit, in case you were curious. So anyway, we're temping these.
You can just see how warm the centers are. We probably want them at what, like
160, 150.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Okay. There's nothing that like.
Chaz says, I've never seen this boy as excited about literally anything.
It's 95.
Okay, well then they got some.
Yeah, between 95 and like 115.
Okay.
So
What's the brand? OXO. OXO.
OXO is kind of the master brand for kitchens.
It is. The other great thing is if you just go to restaurant supply stores and get things, which tends to be one of my preferred ways of buying kitchen things. But
I bought a bunch
if
of,
I'm buying little things like that, definitely OXO brand.
Yeah, I don't know why I just did that, because I just made this sticky. Oh well. I bought a bunch of plates and bowls and such and glasses from a restaurant supply wholesaler online. That was a great move. That's especially good if you can split it with some neighbors or some friends, because there's minimum buying amounts. So, you know, you can buy 50 bowls minimum from the restaurant supply store, but 25 bowls among 2 friends is more manageable.
It is. I want to get more sheet pans. Because I have, I have 2 halves and a quarter, or 2 quarters and an eighth. Yeah, I forget what size they are, but they're standard cake pans, and I want to get some more standard ones.
I didn't know that they had sizes. I don't know anything about anything.
Well,
except for thermometers.
so like when you do like kitchen baking, like it's
when you do kitchen.
like you hold a,
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
yeah, like a regular cake pan for a kitchen. It's a standard size, but when you do like industrial baking, then it's totally different. And then it's standard. So
Are we done with feta?
we are done with feta.
Should we repackage feta? Or are we
That
good with
might be
this?
smart, because I really hate that solution I've come up with.
It has like a little.
Yeah, I
looks like it got
accidentally
into a
indented the
car
plastic.
accident. All right. Where do
me
you
grab
keep the
the
things? We probably have like 30 seconds left on the mushroom timer, by the way.
Okay. Well,
I can work on the feta. Oh, you're gonna Ziploc it?
yeah.
Okay, that works. Yeah,
The
33
feta's come
seconds.
through a lot. Haley says, I want an industrial kitchen. Me too.
Oh man, they're the best.
Yes, this kitchen is pretty. Can you see any crumbs on this counter?
No. I mean, for some people, that's what they want.
I know.
There's definitely been times when I've been in my kitchen, which also has a crumb obfuscation counter, and thought, that's probably a good idea.
So our last place had that white counter,
Yeah.
and I liked that. Okay. It did stain. Like anytime we spilled anything like red on it,
I'm
it
gonna
did
add
stain.
2 minutes.
Okay.
When the cult builds a compound, you can build yourselves an industrial kitchen. It's
That's
true.
the plan.
When I don't know about cult, but when our friends come together to build.
When all of the collective finally
Yeah.
agrees. Haley says, I'm morally opposed to countertop materials that stain. Yes.
Yeah.
Stainless steel.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
The kitchen building is a great concept. You can have an entire room dedicated to a kitchen that you can spray with a hose,
Yes.
and then you can have a mess hall just adjacent to it.
Steven, could you grab me a Sharpie? Thank you.
Can I do it? He has to
You
like
can grab
unpack.
a Sharpie. See, back in the old days when there wasn't as much fireproofing and such, especially down south, the kitchens would be a separate building when you had money, because it was safer to have the kitchen in a
because
separate building.
It caught on fire so
It would
often.
catch on fire.
Yeah. Thank you for your Sharpie service.
Best. This is a terrible Sharpie. It's not your fault.
Never
I
mind,
can't
screw
believe
you.
you've done this.
There we go. This can all go in the fridge.
Okay.
This, and the artichokes.
All fridge?
All fridge.
All fridge, all time. I'll find a place.
Steven has to earn his dinner because he hasn't set up all the equipment and ran the camera.
Can I talk about the Coca-Cola?
Oh, you want to try the Coca-Cola?
Or should we do that later?
Or is that something else? Do you have a plan for that?
I'll probably try it on the floor.
All right.
That's all I can say.
This stream is exciting enough.
Well, thank you. What temperature?
95.
Okay. It is not brown yet.
No, it is not.
So I'm gonna add 2 more minutes to the timer. So right now we're at 15 minutes on the dot.
Oh, here. This is good.
Now that it's cooled off, yeah.
See? See how thick it is? Beautiful. I could probably put it in a bottle. No, I don't have any squeeze bottles right now. I do have a squeeze bottle. Where's my squeeze bottles? I feel like the other day I was hunting down a squeeze bottle. There's one.
Nice catch. If only there were tall people here.
Mm-hmm. I've only recently had funnels. Like this is like a last year of my life had a funnel. Thank you.
Yeah. I could just see that going poorly very quickly, and I didn't want to be around to see the consequences.
Thank you.
Sure. Good at holding things.
There we go. Just got a little balsamic reduction. Just a little. As a treat. On top of the mushrooms.
Wow, that's going to be like a professional serving job.
Mm-hmm. Good catch.
Yeah, it was a good catch.
My nails are really long right now, and I did bash my hand into my hand. That hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the part they don't tell you about long nails, is that you can hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm. You can. I need to file them down badly. Noah says we should have put it in the Kewpie mayo bottle.
Nope. Nope.
So actually, Costco has Kewpie mayo. I saw it the day we went with Dan and Josh, and it's not the same bottle. So if you see it in the store and it feels like a normal like plastic,
Go to.
that's not how it
You've
should
been screwed
be.
over. You need to go back to H Mart and get the right bottle.
Yes. Because the actual Kewpie bottle is really squishy. Like it feels like plastic when it's hot. Like down here where this is warm and it's really gushy from the plastic being warm, that's how it should feel. Should.
Should is a strong word.
They can hear you in the pantry.
I know,
right?
that's why I said it quietly. All right, that's another 2 minutes. It smells good. The temperature is 108.
So we're getting there.
Yep. Everything
It's probably
takes
because those
longer.
mushrooms are really big.
Yeah, everything from Costco takes longer to cook.
Yeah.
Last night we had take and bake chicken Alfredo from Costco that is slated to take 50 to 60 minutes, and we probably spent 80 to 90 on
Yeah,
it.
that sounds about right. That's been my experience. And I don't have a thermometer in my oven to see if it actually gets to the temp it says it's at. So that might be something to test. But even when we had the nice oven at the last house that I
It
knew
still
would
took
temp,
a while.
it still took longer.
Yeah.
That's why you temp things.
Yeah.
Snow Fox says, there's an international market near me and they have Kewpie mayo. I'm gonna touch the bottle next time I'm there. Please do it.
Don't buy it. Just touch
No,
it.
buy it. If you are someone who eats mayo, you don't necessarily have to like love mayo. Like I eat mayo, but I'm not like it's the best condiment. That's sour cream. But I prefer it to like American mayo. Like Duke's
Okay.
mayo is good, and like Miracle Whip is but like Kewpie is like top tier mayo.
Do you think that if you're on the fence about mayo as a concept, that you should buy it to see if it would sway your mind?
Maybe.
Okay.
It has a lot more yolk in it, so it has a lot more egg taste.
I guess it depends on the people around you. Like, how important is mayo to your friends? If it's very important and they're all very sad because you hate it, maybe try to do your friends a solid.
Maybe. Mayo is a concept. Moose says Miracle Whip is an abomination. I said what I said. I like Miracle Whip on some sandwiches. Like sometimes it's good with turkey, and like butter is good with ham.
You can taste the difference
So, like,
between
if I'm-
turkey and ham.
Yes.
Wow.
So like growing up, when we would go to my grandparents when they lived up north, my dad's parents, they would always have lunch meat and we would do sandwiches. And it was for some reason in my family, it was ham gets butter if you do a ham sandwich, turkey gets Miracle Whip,
Do you like put
and
it-
roast beef gets mayo
For ham gets butter, do you put it like on a pan and
on the bread.
Oh.
Like you would put like Miracle Whip
It's
or
just like
mayo. It's just
room
butter
temperature
instead.
or cold buttered bread and okay.
Ham and cheese and whatever else. It was like weird that they kind of like it was a different condiment depending on what meat you use, and that's just how it was in my family. So now I associate those things.
Okay. So now anytime you have buttered bread, you think of ham.
No, like if we buy lunch meat for Extra Life, I will. If I do a ham sandwich, I'll put butter on it instead of like mayo or mustard.
Bizarre.
I know.
It's another 2 minutes on the clock.
Probably can get away with waiting 5 more minutes.
Okay.
I can also probably temp a different one.
Yeah. 135.
40.
145. The front of the oven is just bad.
Why is this one just not? No, that's hitting temp.
134. The
Okay.
cheese is not brown.
Well,
it's a little brown.
I think it's got, most of them are at temp, it's just this front one, and it's all, it doesn't have to get to a specific temperature.
Sure.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on broil.
Oh my God, that's
And
a
this
dangerous
time,
activity.
we're not going to walk away, and I'm going to set a timer for
Oh, that's right. You've messed
3
this
minutes.
up on the stream before.
Yes, I have.
It's fine.
And we'll check it.
Maybe spin the tray around. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Where's that, oh, you
just
put it
kidding.
away.
Yeah, I was cleaning. I'm sorry. Oh,
No, this is the only time Mallory allows herself a ham sandwich. Well, if that's what's left. I prefer roast beef and then turkey and then ham.
what kind of timer did you set for?
3 minutes.
Okay.
It takes that long at least for it to turn
Burn
on.
to learn.
Yeah. No, dude, you gotta put it on broil.
Oh, I hope I'm not saying that when we're done with this.
Chess says you have the opposite lunch meat order as Jeff does. Jeff prefers ham, turkey, roast beef.
Wait, what? What?
My favorite lunch meat is roast beef. Like if we're going to a deli,
Oh, I'm
I get
sorry.
roast beef.
When you said lunch meat order, I thought you meant when you have a sandwich, it has to specifically be in this order.
Do you think I'm that picky? I hit my mic.
Well, here's
I'm
the thing
sorry.
about a sandwich. Half the time that you're eating it, it's facing one direction, and the other half it's facing the other, because no sane human being keeps track of the orientation of their sandwich as they're consuming it.
I disagree.
Oh my God, you can taste the difference between ham and turkey, and you prefer your sandwich to be this side up at all times.
Well, I'm just saying I'm not flipping it around as I'm eating it.
Everyone's
Haley says roast beef is
different.
worth getting at the counter so you get the rare stuff. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like those little crostinis I made for, was that New Year's?
Yeah.
Those are very good, and you have to have rare roast beef for them.
Okay, it matters for hamburgers, but hamburgers aren't sandwiches, Chaz. They're hamburgers.
360 your sandwich while you eat it? Like this, Noah?
No, you put it down, you take a drink, and then you pick it back up. And sometimes you gotta flip it, because when you're eating a sandwich, you eat the top and the bottom pieces of bread at different rates. And so you have to account for that by like changing up your biting pattern. So you flip it upside down so that you have even amounts of top and bottom bread. It's very complicated. No one's ever eaten a sandwich
Perfect.
before, successfully. Yeah, this looks good.
Very warm.
Do-do-do-do. They're still sizzling.
They're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Now we wait for Whistly to stop.
Can we open the oven?
We can, as long as we don't run into it.
Well, I wasn't planning on it.
So these are done, but I'm gonna plate them before we put the balsamic on.
Okay.
Oh, there's my timer.
I'm just gonna put them down. Oh, do you want to put them all in one?
No.
Okay, good. Listen, I gotta help somehow.
And this one can just
B.
If someone wants another or to split it.
Yum, 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 yum.
Which one are you focused on? The one that doesn't have a pretty edge? Thank you.
Thanks for all you do, Steven.
There we go. Now it's done.
That's food porn.
We show this on Twitch.
I should have kept my fork from earlier and I didn't. Oh well.
Fork number 3. Brandon's doing the dishes. Let's get a 4th one.
You do not have to do the dishes.
What did you do?
This fork just slid into the balsamic.
Like I said, fork number 4. We can get you a new one.
It's like corn.
Just be careful with the oven. You might get a hot ass.
It is very warm in here.
Oh, I'm fine, but I wasn't next to the oven.
I think it's nice in here. We can trade spots if you want, Steven.
No, you're not like on video. It's very hot, it seems.
It is very hot, yes.
It's very good.
This is extremely good. This is very, very good. It's very hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too hot to fully enjoy at this particular moment. It's almost okay.
In temperature?
Yeah. But we're not quite there yet. But man, these are some of my
Your-
favorite flavors.
It is very good.
It's very good.
I feel like I could use a small knife.
You could also set it down.
That's not gonna make it easier.
It's really good.
You gonna dance?
That was a little dance. Honestly, if like I don't want to use up all the balsamic reduction that we have, but like if we had more, there would be so much.
You can use some more if you'd like.
Yeah, use some more.
More on this. Because like that stuff is so good. It's so, the thing that's so good about this dish is that every part of it is so flavorful.
Yeah.
It is very good.
The mushrooms are good, the artichoke hearts are good. You know what? Even the spinach is good too.
The spinach is good. It's not the strongest part of this dish,
Sure.
but it's...
What do you think is? It's a tie between the artichoke hearts and the mushroom for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Or the balsamic though. You know, it's very good.
the mushroom
But the
is,
cheese.
The mushroom is very good because you don't generally eat a large portabella mushroom like this. Whereas you might put balsamic glaze on something, or you might put feta or sun-dried tomatoes in the thing. So like this is like a unique dish because you get the chance to eat a portabella mushroom.
Yes.
Which are so good.
Do you want a steak knife?
Yeah. The
Those
mushroom
are here.
cap that I have is pretty tough.
Yeah, you have one of the larger ones. Thomas wants to know what's the highest strength stat.
Highest strength stat of the mushroom. Oh, I understand. He's asking for a reason.
Oh, I don't understand.
It's definitely defense, Thomas.
The highest strength stat?
Like the best stat, right?
Which
Oh,
part of the
strength is
thing has
capitalized.
strength?
Which part of this?
The mushroom cap, because that's the part you're struggling with.
Yeah, I had to get a steak knife to get through the defenses.
Still waiting on Whistly to stop.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, you capitalized strength, Thomas. That's what we were trying to decide earlier. It's somewhere between the mushroom cap, the artichoke heart, and the balsamic reduction. I don't know if the mic is catching it, but Steven's just over here whispering so good over and over again. You want to use a table, bud? You want to use a knife?
No.
Okay.
I
Anytime.
didn't use a knife growing up.
Okay.
Like,
Ever? Oh, Whistly's gone.
Like almost,
Bye, Whistly.
almost ever.
So here's the thing. You do a lot of dumb shit when you're a kid,
Yeah.
and when you're an adult, you cannot do that anymore.
Yeah.
The Lost Vagabond says weird flex.
Weird flex, but okay. Like we used it, like if there was steak, we'd use a knife for steak. That was it.
How often was there steak in your house?
Wasn't often.
Poor knife exposure as a child. If you have a phobia of knives, just exposure therapy is all you need.
We just didn't really use them.
Your dad carries a knife everywhere.
Yeah. And have you ever seen him use a knife while eating dinner?
He's never whipped out his pocket knife and
That's
cut
not-
up a
that-
mushroom cap.
No, that's not for food.
It's for opening food containers.
Haley says, my parents did the whole fork/knife thing, and once I got mocked at someone's house when I asked for a knife. We were having pancakes. I needed a knife.
Oh my god.
That's very valid. Anytime someone's eating food at my house, they're welcome to whatever set of cutlery will make them comfortable.
I've decided you can only use cooking chopsticks from now on, so
Whatever set of cutlery makes me comfortable. I'm glad that you
I'm
bought.
coughing straight into the mic. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot I have a lav. Sorry.
Everyone's dead. You killed 4 people.
Well, not everyone can survive a MalMakes stream.
This is just
That's
like
better.
the cheese that is too difficult to like cut. It's just gonna eat it as a ball of
Yep,
cheese.
just eat that cheese.
I did that earlier. That's what made me cough.
I know we're excited to eat these mushrooms. We don't have to finish them,
No, we don't.
but I kind of want to.
That's good.
Thanks for doing a dance.
That was just a big old hunk of like
Cheese.
flavor cheese.
That was 4 cheeses.
woo.
There was Asiago and Parmesan
I
and 2
tasted
others.
all of them.
Suddenly everything in the universe became clear.
This really is one of my favorite things.
Your mom says, Steven, that they look good. I haven't made them in a while. It's a little different recipe than what I make, but similar.
Yeah.
I asked what was different. I don't
I
know
don't-
what's different.
I don't think my mom's recipe had any onions in it. To be honest, I could be wrong. But like the key things are there.
Yeah,
Yeah, the mushroom.
The mushroom,
the artichokes,
the artichokes,
the tomatoes.
tomatoes. I think we did feta. Sure
We did. We even had a whole conversation about the feta case.
No, I mean like in growing up.
Oh,
in,
as a
like-
child. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'm
understand.
pretty sure that we did that. So I don't recall onions, but they're good. I like onions.
No onions.
No onions.
Yeah, I didn't. When you said you were putting onions in them, my first thought was like, huh, okay.
I think you could have done without them pretty easily.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a pretty. I mean, it's a pretty cheap filler, right? Like if you're trying to fill these things up, onions is going to be the least expensive part to fill a mushroom, and they're good. But
From a cost perspective, this meal couldn't have cost that much.
if I was making them, I would go without onions,
Okay.
and I would put in more artichokes and spinach and sun-dried tomatoes and feta. Or just skip the onions entirely.
Yeah, the onions are wholly unnecessary, I think. But I do like the feta in there. The recipe I found had goat cheese in it, and I like goat cheese, but I think feta is better.
That was great.
Olives would be good.
That was great.
Woo. There's another one if you want it.
There's also filling.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
God, I love those so much. Whew. Hooey.
Your mom says, I didn't saute the spinach, I just chop it up. Yeah, that was probably also unnecessary.
I spent so much time on that, so. I
Sorry.
spent so much time on the onions, I spent so much time on the spinach. We gave Brandon the least important tasks. That way if he messed them up, it would still taste fine. That's a good cooking tip if you're cooking with your friend who doesn't know how to cook.
If you're cooking with Brandon, here's a tip.
You did great.
Tell him to do the dishes.
All right, so what's our raid message?
That's a good question.
Thermometer. Mayo is a concept. I do like mayo as a concept. All right, we're gonna be rating Tom Fox with mayo as a concept.
I love Tom. What's Tom doing?
He's playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door.
Special version.
Special version.
Paper Mario 1000 Year Door special version. What happens in special version? Does Mario have two heads?
It's the script from 1000 Year Door, but it's been run through Google Translate like 1,000 times.
So it's been translated
It's been specialized.
back and forth
It's
a few
been made
times.
very special.
Yes. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks, Brandon.
Sure. This was
Thanks
fun.
for the idea.
Oh yeah, this is all my
This
fault.
was all your fault. So thanks everyone. I'll see you Thursday morning on Steven's channel for breakfast stream, Friday for Cheers of the Kingdom, and there will be a stream next week from me, for sure.
Maybe they'll be in your studio.
Maybe it'll be in the studio.
We'll see.
All right. Bye everyone. Go tell Tom mayo is a concept. I have balsamic on my hands. I keep feeling sticky.
I'm sorry that you feel sticky.
All right, Tom. I don't know how Tom feels about mayo.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity to ask.
How do you go back? If I take this plague and if the love of my life gets the death penalty, give him a letter so he can vote for me.
This is a special version.
Welcome from Mal's stream. Let's get those countermeasures going.
I love it when Paper Mario discusses the death penalty. It's my favorite recurring plot point in the Paper Mario series.
No, I get recurring royalties in eating the mushrooms.
Tom was talking and then his raid countermeasures cut him off.
Remember, if you get the death penalty, vote for Scarlet. Can we get a shout out for Mal? So, today is Tuesday.
I'm a broken child.
All right.
Vagabond.
Thank you, Tom. All right, Steven, you have the mouse. Thank you.
Oh, you want me to turn off the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We appreciate
I
it.
knew Maddie and I would get a longer day.
All
All right, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Have a good one. See you on Thursday.
Bye.
What do you do on Thursdays?